Hey everybody, it's Joel from Bruno & Co. Coming up on August 5th, we have our fantastic live and online Historic Arms Militaria Auction. It's filled with a lot of great things. And one I wanted to talk about first, before I get into some of the objects, is the collection of William Billy McMillan. Wonderful friend, great collector, and had a lot of wonderful arms that are in this auction. And if I spent time talking about them, we'd be here for an hour. But you need to go to the website, bidlive.brunoandco.com, and you can check them all out there. There's a lot of great ones, so definitely go to the website. As far as other objects, I'm going to talk about 5 of them here. Starting with lot 16, which is the Richard Andrus Siege of Boston powder horn. Richard Andrus was from Simsbury, Connecticut. He marched off in May 1775, and he ended up in Roxbury, where the horn was carved. There are 4 others known by this carver that Bill Guthman called the Simsbury carver. Andrus went on to serve through the siege, and he was called up numerous times through the war. And there's some great information with this. Again, it's all on the website on lot 16. Lot 68 is a really cool 13-star late 18th to mid 19th century flag, made out of all wool bunting, hand sewn. The white stars are white plain woven cotton. It's really well made, really cool, and it's a fantastic size. Along the hoist is 18 inches, and the length is 30.5 inches. So it's one that could be framed and displayed very easily in your home. The next one, lot 133, is the Confederate First National Flag and Officer's Sash, owned by Lieutenant Russell Caples. He was from Missouri and joined up with the Confederacy as a private. Later on in the war, he became a lieutenant. And after the war, at the end of the war, he brought this flag and his officer's sash home with him. There are also 2 secession cockades pinned to it. It's made out of silk, all hand sewn, wonderful flag. Check it out on the website. Next item, lot 146, is the coatee worn by Lieutenant Julius Adolphus De Lagnel. He was in the regular U.S. artillery in 1847-1848. And that's when this coatee was made for him. It's in spectacular condition, has a couple of very small moth holes, but the rest of it is just beautiful. Nice red serge lining. The skirts are scarlet, superfine broadcloth. The buttons are spectacular. And again, another great example of a really early 1832 to 51 pattern coatee. And let's see, next one is the brother of Julius Adolphus, and his name was Johnston De Lagnel. He was a captain in the Confederate artillery, as was Julius Adolphus later on. And we have his frock coat, his trousers, and inside the pocket of the frock coat was the original receipt from Charles Carr in Charleston, South Carolina. It's definitely got that Charleston, South Carolina cut. De Lagnel was in the 20th Virginia Artillery Battalion, which was a heavy artillery unit. He was at Drury's Bluff and other positions where they manned heavy guns. In late 1863, he ended up in Charleston, South Carolina, and had this uniform made in January 1864. A couple months later, he died of pneumonia. He was buried there, and then his body was shipped back at the end of the war. He was buried in Alexandria, Virginia. So it's really cool to have the uniform, the pre-war uniform of Julius Adolphus De Lagnel, and then the wartime uniform of Captain Johnston De Lagnel. Anyway, like I said, we got a lot of great things, but you got to go to the website and check it out. bidlive.brunoandco.com. Thanks for watching.
That's BRUNEAU